Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm live here with my mate Dan, and what's left of him anyway. And we're I'm excited to bring him on because he's had some tremendous results with our mentorship program in his mindset, in his health, and in his finances, and his vision for his business and his wealth. So, mate, thanks for jumping on with us.
That's all right.
And you're at work, chopping away,
Yeah. Working away, making the money.
working away, and slowly disappearing into your uniform because you've lost that 12 kilo,
Yeah, nearly 13.
nearly 13 kilos.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Incredible. So, mate, these you've probably watched some of these before, obviously. So, I'd just like to take some of the experiences and the results that our guys have been, or our girls and guys have been getting through our mentorship program, and you've been one of those. You've had some standout results. So, I'm excited to get
Mm.
them. For you to share them to inspire a few others. So, mate,
Yep.
just I still remember our discovery call. This has gone quite quick, but can you just tell us a little bit about what life was like for you before we started working together?
Yeah, I liked wasting money. That was my go-to. So playing with cars and yeah, I did have a business I was running on the side, so I was sort of
Yep.
proactive, but a lot of money was still getting pissed in the wind, so
Yep.
not ideal.
Yep. What else?
Um, yeah, my young fella came along and something had to change, so here we
And
are.
obviously, was your health something that you were thinking of changing, or only your finances?
Oh, health as well. I wanted to lose about 15 kilos and
Yeah.
stop getting a sore back from lifting a young fella.
Yeah. And what
Which
was your
I'm
financial
working
mindset?
on.
What was your financial mindset like then?
Ah, not very good. I wasn't terrible with money, but I wasn't great with it either. I think because I earned a decent wage, it sort of masked that problem in a way.
And what was it that happened to you that you realized or you felt like you wanted to make a change?
Um, just mainly the interest rates rising, and I started to notice that money was coming in and just going nowhere. So I
Yep.
sort of took a step back and went, "Oh, I'm earning a lot of money. I should have money to show for it. Where's it
Okay.
going?"
Yeah, so you didn't really know where it was going, and you're a bit concerned that if prices go up, it's time to
Yeah,
put what is it, tighten the belt, so to speak.
tighten the belt. Yeah, which I definitely have to do now.
Now you got to actually go and buy a new belt. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And so let me ask you this: what? Because you've been one of those great people to work with who shows up to our calls, digs into the material, does the work, is open and coachable, which is obvious because you got some open help with getting your health in order, and you followed it to a T, and you've down 13 kilos. So, what are some of the things you've been able to achieve since starting? What are some of the highlights for you? Do you think?
The highlights are definitely the mindset. Just breaking old habits, stop chewing my fingernails, as some people on the call know about.
That was one of your
Something
first main breakthroughs, right? Like,
it
remember when you're like,
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's a 30-year-old habit gone. So things like
What
that
other
I never thought I'd achieve. So
and what about your financial mindset? Like, what are some of the obstacles in that you've overcome, and what are some of the things you've learned?
just setting up the 10% savings, pay yourself first. Got that ticking away in the background now, so I don't have to think about it. And
Great.
then, yeah, once I get this new business cranking out and happening a bit quicker, all that money will be going straight into that. So,
Yeah. And do you reckon you've got like more invigoration for a new your business? Like you've been more reinvigorated and energized and motivated for
oh,
that?
absolutely. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't have the drive before. I was always humming and ahhing about it, thinking about it. I've always been planning to do something down the track, but that's sort of as far as it's gone. I've never thought this way about going full tilt for my own business and then leaving work when it takes over. So that's
So what do
definitely
you
flipped the switch.
definitely flip the switch? Do you think your energy in general has improved?
Oh,
Like outlook?
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I think that's what I've noticed the most about you is your outlook and attitude like has shifted in the last, I would say 90 days.
Yeah. Last 2 months, massively.
Yeah, yeah. Because even your energy, physical energy levels have improved drastically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What I love about your story is for everyone who's on watching this replay or live here is how you do one thing is how you do most things. So when you had that breakthrough about your fingernails habit, I was like, that's interesting that you were able to shift your mindset and rewire it to stop doing that, which empowers you to apply that to other areas which you've done in your finances and also your physical health, which is why you've lost 13 kilos.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that the habit change of the fingernails actually had a big improvement in your wealth game?
I would imagine so, yeah. It's all sort of intertwined, so
And
it
what are you
definitely
most
looks
proud?
more appealing when you go and talk to business partners and that sort of thing.
But I mean, yeah, because if you've got the discipline to stop doing that, you've probably got the discipline to stop spending money in certain areas too, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, mate. What are you most proud of?
Um, Probably the money side of it more than anything. Because mum's always told me from a young age, you got to put 10% away. You got to do that before anything else. Put your savings away. And I never did. So it's not like I haven't had good mentors. It's just, I've just done my own thing. I thought I knew
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
So
Okay, that's really good.
another bad habit.
Yeah, yeah. And what would you say? Because I mean, you've really sunk your teeth in all parts of it, and I'm mostly just I'm every time I see you jump on your bloody, you're just like a different bloke. Which I mean, you even look younger, which is amazing. So you're richer. We often say we make skinnier waists and fatter wallets, but
Yep.
I think you're like the poster child for that mission statement. So let me ask you this: what do you think the most effective thing for you has been so far from the program? Like the features of the program, what do you find most helpful?
Probably the being held accountable is the biggest thing. The weekly meetings and
Yep.
having you to call whenever I need it and ask a
Yep.
question about business or
Yeah.
finance or anything really. So
Yep. So having me walk around in your back pocket whenever you need a bit of a
yeah,
sounding board.
pretty
Cool.
much.
Cool. Cool.
Um,
And what else?
um, probably
I'm trying to think.
probably reading is a big thing too.
Okay.
I hate reading, but now that I've got something to read that's actually of interest to me, I don't stop reading. Oh, I listen to audiobooks, but
Yeah.
instead of at work 8 hours a night, I can listen to almost a whole audiobook that would take me 2 or 3 months to read physically. So
Great. So
I've
you've
read,
increased your.
I don't know, 12 books in the last 3 months.
That's amazing. You've done
It's probably
12
more
in
than
the
I've
last.
ever read in my life.
What do you think? Yeah, is it? Do you feel like the community and the environment within our community encourages you?
Oh, absolutely. You hear other
Yeah.
people's wins, and that puts you into a positive go attitude to see where you can make that change or do something similar, and
Yeah.
gives you that
Yeah.
little push to
Yep.
try and strive for.
Yeah. So you've had a substantial 90 days
Mm.
because obviously you've read all those books, you've changed your physical health, you've got longer fingernails. I don't know, but you've certainly got a bigger bank account. But your
Yep.
mindset and your energy has shifted too. Like your mindset is very positive. Um, I feel like you're a bit in momentum with all
Mm.
parts of your life.
It's all happening.
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah. Um, And you mentioned accountability. Do you feel like maybe with your mum telling you what to do and stuff, that's one thing, and getting the knowledge, but do you feel like being accountable to a group of people is helpful?
Definitely. It's definitely a different environment than, well, no one listens to their parents when they're younger half the time
That's
anyway.
true.
So
That's true. Excellent. So, mate, my question. Well, we should, yeah. I mean, we do in parts, I suppose, but what would be your advice to anyone else who's kind of like, if you could think back to when you first started, like, what would be your advice to someone who's in your position?
Just dive 2 feet in and go for it. So that's the financial side of it's nothing when you get results that you see so quickly. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's a bit simpler than what you thought of maybe anticipated?
Yeah, it's been pretty easy to follow and get through it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't.
My phone's about to go flat.
Is it? So if we lose Dan, he's still alive. Okay. Look, I know you're at work, mate. You've given up your time to do this, so I want to just. Oh, we could have lost him. I bet we've lost him. I think we lost him. Hey, Daniel Goodson, what a legend. He's been one of the standouts in our program, and I wanted to grab him. He is at work, so he can't be too loud. But that's a great example of someone who's just changed all areas of their life. Because your money's a byproduct of your habits in your environment, and that's why this program exists, to change your environment, change your habits, change your feelings, change your thoughts, change your feelings, change your actions, change your results, which is exactly what Daniel's done. So big ups to you, Dan. Appreciate it, man. I think your phone's died. And I'll see you in the WhatsApp and on the call this week. But hey, love you and appreciate you. See you all on the next one.